Merger and acquisition within the tech industry occur due to the increasing needs of the market today. And also merger and acquisition within the tech industry are also being done to help companies that are on the verge of bankruptcy. Therefore, we believe that we should continue merger and acquisition in the technology industry. I want to read what the affirmative team say. We don't agree when they say that mergers and acquisition within the tech industry is unjustified or that it limits consumer ability to exercise privacy because companies have access and they can sell your data. I believe for the privacy access taken by the company is not detrimental, but rather benefits the company and also use as user of the product because it makes it easier for us to do a search. One example is if we search for something in an online shopping platform. An example if we are looking for a specific product designed in the online shopping platform, of course, as usual, the item we are looking for will appear again in that window so that we don't have any trouble in doing online shopping, for example. Second is adding more customer. I do not agree with this statement because merge itself is a situation where uniting two companies into one. For example, if company A has a total of 150 workers and company B has a total like 300 workers. If the two companies are merged, then actually the number of workers remains the same as the beginning and do not need to add more workers. So I will move to our headline or the head of my speech argument today. First is nature of merger, and also second is the benefit from merger and acquisition within the tech industry. I will explain each of my argument from my individual perspective. First is nature of merger. From the beginning, the purpose of merger and acquisition was to combine companies to gain a profit. By combining the product of a company with another company will give birth to a product with new innovation and also in large quantities. And before doing merger and acquisition, of course, companies that will do merger and acquisition already consider whether this can be benefit to the company and customer or even harm. Of course, the company realize if the product or the service given even harm the customer, this will also harm the company because if the customer is harmed, of course, they will not use the product or service from the company again. And also because the market needs are getting higher every time, will make the company more innovative and also conduct merger and acquisition. I will explain the benefits from merger and acquisition within the tech industry. First is to create the new innovation. By doing merger and acquisition, this will certainly give birth and develop new innovation that are desired by the community. Because as the time goes by, human needs always increase and always want to get the new innovation. And what is innovation? Innovation is the practical implementation of ideas that result in the introduction of new goods or service, or improvement in offering goods or service. So with the company doing merger and acquisition, of course they will increase the interest of customer to use the products and service, and from the company and customer benefit from getting and being able to use the new innovation. Second is attracting international companies. Another advantage if the company does mergers and acquisition is that it can attract international companies. Why? This can happen if companies from our own country, like Indonesia, merges and acquisition with companies from abroad. And why would that be? By cooperating or conducting mergers and acquisition with company from abroad, we can use this to sell the products or service from Indonesia and also even buy product and service from abroad. In other words, the customer of companies that do mergers and acquisition will benefit to try and use products or service from abroad and will cause the people of Indonesia as customer to always develop following the times of the international market. Third is minimizing competition between companies. As we know, it has been a long time ago if the company always compete to be the ruler of the market in the country. And of course, this is very detrimental. Why? Because if we do a competition between companies, like companies A make a product that has 5 advantage and company B make a product that has 10 advantage, for example, of course company A will make more products to beat the company B, right? This can cause losses to the company and even not benefit the company at all. Imagine if company A did mergers and acquisition with company B, and company A that can make products with 5 profits and also company B that can produce products within 10 profits, if the company is combined, will make a product with a lot of profit and will make advantage for us as a customer. Fourth is reduce spending funds. By conducting mergers and acquisitions, this can reduce the expenditure funds incurred by the company. Why? Because by combining the two companies can reduce the funds for advertisement, for example, and also because the two companies do merger and acquisitions, that will certainly make a new innovation. Of course, this will attract the interest of customer and will make the income of the two companies increase rapidly. And with the increase in income from companies that do merger and acquisition, it can also increase the salaries of employees and also as an additional fund to make new innovation that will satisfy customer. Fifth is reach a wider market. By conducting merger and acquisition, the company can also reach a wider market. Why is like that? We can take the example of the companies that do merger and acquisition, namely like Facebook with Instagram. As we know that Facebook platform is very widely used by people who have an adult age, while Instagram platform is more widely used by teenagers. By combining that two companies, this can reach many consumers, both adults and also teenagers who use the platform service. So from this will lead to the widespread reach of companies, and the company will be increasingly known and used by people of all age. And of course, this will lead to a huge profit for the company. And also an example of the two companies that do mergers and acquisitions, such as Facebook and also Instagram. If we upload a story on Instagram, there will be an option to upload it on Facebook. Surely this can make us too easier to use a platform like a Facebook or Instagram, and also it can make it easier for us as a customer to use social media. My last point is to helping companies in bankruptcy. By doing mergers and acquisition, this can save the company from the brink of bankruptcy. An example of a company that is on the verge of bankruptcy is the Friendster platform. The Friendster platform has submitted a proposal to conduct mergers and acquisition with Google, but Friendster platform rejected the proposal, which led to the bankruptcy and death of the company. This is the pity because if only the Friendster platform accept the proposal, of course the company could still be safe and also grow and also develop. So the end of my conclusion is we have to continue the mergers and acquisition within the tech industry because this is more profit making than loss for both companies, worker, and also us as a customer. Thank you.